This is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I'm here today with another unboxing. It is apparently the week of unboxings, but I've had a few kits that I've been wanting to unbox for a while, so I'm cracking on with them. And I have today a new to me shop, which is always exciting. So I have got a painting from Create Love Share Diamond Paintings over in Australia. They are a licensed artwork company. They have paintings from lots of really quite big names in the diamond painting world, I would say, like Chuck Pinson and Dominic Davison and that kind of thing. And they often render them at smaller size points than a lot of the other shops do. So that might be something that really appeals to people. I tend to, for the big detailed landscapes, prefer to get them in the bigger size that renders them more clearly. And it's a compromise, isn't it, to accept slightly less clear rendering in a smaller size. And I often don't go for that. But it's a really good option to have out there for people. This one is something a little bit different. It was a painting that I had seen on their shop lots of times, almost bought lots of times and not done so. And then I had an email that they had a sale on. Now I'm trying to think, I think it might have been that they were discontinuing some kits and this one was amongst them. So it was now or never, and I did still really fancy it. Plus it only cost me, I think, about £30-ish to get this from the Australia over to here, including the kit price. I think the kit was around £14-15 and shipping was about £15, so you really can't complain. Australia to the UK for that amount. It took about 3 weeks, but yeah, it got here, and yeah, I'm excited to have a look. Hi, Harry. Harry's just briefly made an appearance on the edge of the table there. So yeah, it is a round kit and it's 50 by 50 centimetres. And I'm going to get the cellophane off, ooh, if I can, and then take a look at this with you. Ooh. I'm a big fan of trying kits from other shops compared to my usual ones. But then I'm also fussy and there's often not enough that I really want to get, so I don't end up doing it as often as I would like to. But yeah, I do really enjoy trying new shops. So I love that they've got this round tube, first of all. It's a little bit different, not too many places do that anymore. Kit contents, I've got rolled canvas, colour-coded drills, premium tool bag and what that contains. Resin drills, always good to know. High definition canvas, I like the sound of it. I like this. Melt the stress of your day away while creating mind-blowing art. No skills required, just patience. And yeah, that is exactly one of the things that I love about diamond painting, is that it enables me as someone who is not artistically creative to make things that appear creative, to be creative in a way that I can actually manage. Right, now the bottom of the tube for some reason has collapsed. So I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, I think I open it this way. Yes. Okay, so get things out. Now, I wonder if I can fix the bottom of the tube now that things are out. I'll have a fiddle around with that afterwards. So it's come sealed in a bag, which is always good because outer packaging can get damaged in transit. Sorry about all the rattling there. Okay, so first impressions, it is quite a stiff canvas. It's not one of those soft backed ones that a lot of places do. I would say, if I'm honest, it feels like the kind of canvas that a lot of places have moved on from. That sort of stiff plasticky feel. However, it's not the really plasticky ones that you can't manipulate. So I think it will be absolutely fine to work with. Now, what have I got on the inside? Do I have, yeah, okay. So, let's take a look at their toolkit first of all, which looks at first glance like it has all the usual suspects. It is branded as well. Yeah, so I have got a pen and comfort grip. I've got 2 places. I always like it when people, when shops give you these thin white plastic multi-places as well. They're so much better for me than the clear plastic ones that you get that are a lot thicker, and I just cannot get on with those. There is a small sort of Mosfet style tray. You get some tweezers, oh, branded as well. Nice and sharp, as they always are. And a little, I like that it's got that star pattern on, a little pot with a plate of blue wax. Blue wax is often considered by a lot of people to be better than pink wax. I don't use wax, I use my own putty, but yeah, nice to see. Okay, let me get those away, and then I will investigate the drills a little bit. No, I'll have a look at the sticker sheet. Shush, cat, they don't need to hear your inner monologue. Okay, so, yeah, okay. So I have here a sticker sheet, and you can see there a closer image of the artwork. And yeah, I've unboxed similar things on the channel before, and I'm an absolute sucker for a starry night sky, so that's why this one's always appealed. And also the fact that it's a bit smaller, because I am, as time goes on, getting increasingly drawn to having more smaller kits in my stash. I mean, 50 by 50 centimeters isn't small, but it's also not huge, if you know what I mean. And I've got instructions on here, which is great. And stickers. Are these? No. I don't think these are cut, but they are stickers, right? Is it a sticker? Right, let me see if I can peel this back at all. It feels shiny, so I assumed it was, but I can't actually... I think it might actually just be a laminated piece of paper. Okay, but that's fine. I still have the symbols here, so I could just cut this out with scissors and sellotape them onto pots. I just assumed it was a sticker sheet because of the shininess, but that is, yeah, I mean, sticker sheets are a bonus, but that's fine. As long as I have these. I'm not a fan of needing to completely make my own labels because, you know, then I have to reach for the aforementioned non-existent creative skills. So I've got 29 colours, 2 of which look to be ABs. Yeah, lovely range of colours there. Obviously there's going to be a lot of blue and dark blue and black. And the other colours are going to be few and far between. You know, there's a little bit of green, there's some pink, there's some whiter sections. So it's definitely going to be a very blue painting. But those pops of colour will be really enjoyable when they come as a result. Let me see what I can find in here. Okay, so they come in baggies, which makes it easier for me to show you a bit. And I see there one of the ABs, so let's take a look at that. Nice bright colour there, and they look decent. They have good levels of coating. I don't really see any trash. Let's look at some normal drills. So these are like, they said they're resin drills. They have the dimpled bottoms, which always confuses me and makes me think that they're acrylic, but I believe that resin drills can have that effect on the bottom. They look pretty uniform. I don't see much trash at all. And they look nice and shiny, so yeah. At first glance, the drills look fine. You never know until you start working with them, but they look decent. Okay. Actually, let's look at a lighter colour as well, because then it's just slightly easier to see, isn't it? Okay. So, AB on there, but that's not an AB. Well, that's confused me. But then 18 isn't an AB on there. So it's actually got another label behind it that says 3731. I think they've just had a labelling error there. I don't think this one is supposed to be an AB. Harry. Sorry, Harry's rattling with a toy again. Yeah, they look like nice drills. Okay. Let's have a look at the canvas. Oh. Right, here we go. Oh, what a pretty canvas. And I can just about show you the whole thing in one go as well. So there are legends on either side at the top. You've got the website details and licensed by Shutterstock. Yeah, I thought this might be a Shutterstock image. So Shutterstock means that it is work that artwork that doesn't require a license effectively. So it's art that's been put in the public domain and people are free to use it. There's no artist necessarily being paid for this, but they're also not stealing it. Is my understanding of it, at least. I may well be wrong, and feel free to correct me if I am. But yeah, I think that is a really nice looking canvas. It looks lovely and clear. Let me zoom you in so you can see. Really nice clear canvas there. And doesn't look like I have, what's the word I'm looking for? Guide circles. It just looks to be a symbol in a square, effectively, which is fine. I personally quite like guide circles. Oop, sorry, I'm just knocking my camera. I think people often don't like them because then you can see all the imperfections, whereas for me, I find that the guide circles mean that I place them better, so then there aren't the imperfections to see, if that makes sense. But I don't mind too much either way, as long as the drills cover the symbols well, which I will find out when I go into it. Some of the symbols are rather large in the boxes, so I hope that that isn't an issue. But yeah, I have no reason to think it will be. I am just thinking out loud. It is, I would say, a good mix of confetti and colour blocking. I kind of always say that, and then often I find when I get into a painting I'm wrong and it was more one or the other. Usually it's more confetti than I anticipated. But I'm not seeing any real sections where it's like just a few of one colour, a few of another. I think there's a lot of very small blocks of colour or blocks that are broken up a bit. So yeah, I don't think it will be the quickest going painting, but then it's rounds, so you know that tends to go a little bit quicker because they're bigger than squares. You know, for the same size painting you will be placing fewer rounds than you would squares. So yeah, I think it's going to look really pretty, and I think a simplistic design like this can look really effective in a smaller size. So I think that it will turn out fine. The rendering picture on the website sort of looked a little bit flat, I suppose, which is probably one of the reasons I'd never taken the plunge and bought it before now. But I think sometimes not all shops have the ability to put up really good computer generated rendering pictures. So I'm trying to be a little bit more trusting about just having a go and trusting that I mean, it's bound to look better because it will be shinier and all of that kind of thing, if you see what I mean. So I think it will actually be a really effective piece and a small enough size that I could even hang it somewhere in the house if I wanted to, which is a rarity for me. I only actually have one painting up at the moment because I just don't have the wall space. So yeah, where are those ABs then? So I've got V and U, so there's a sort of, right, so U is 3841, is that a kind of white? That's looking to be something along the lines of white, off-white, cream, and that's dotted all through the sky for the stars, so, you know, perfect. Love that. and then V, there's a little section here and here and here. So that one's a bit more mixed in with the actual painting, if that makes sense. There's quite a lot of it actually all around here. Oh, I like that because you've got black silhouette, white colours around it, and then the glowiness. It's like they're just going to pop out. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, I'm glad I picked it up. I mean, you can't complain at that price really anyway. But yeah, I'm really glad that I did get it before it went, because I'd been eyeing it up for a while. I'm such a nerd for these things. I stalk all the websites, look at all the kits. And there's so many shops that I would love to buy from that I haven't yet, and that hopefully at some point in the future I will do. And yeah, it's nice to tick one off the list. And hopefully they will turn out to be a site that I feel like I can buy from again. Okay, thank you for taking a look at this with me. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like on it. If you, oh, catching my breath there. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel and you've enjoyed what I've done here, please consider doing that too. It really helps to have you stick around. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.